Jeremy Oliver here, standing watching the sun all but disappear now at Peccavi Estate in Western Australia's Margaret River. And I'm standing with Jeremy Muller, the property's owner and the brand's owner. And I have to say, the first red wines from Peccavi that really captured my attention. And if you look at my scores on the platform at Oliver's Wines, you'll see that from the very outset, the Peccavi Cabernet Sauvignon has always been one of my top rated wines in the country. And the 2011 vintage of that very wine, Jeremy, was my most highly rated Australian Cabernet in that calendar year. So what I know you've done since those early years, you've introduced, in fact, you're one of the first people in Australia, if not the first, to introduce significant plantings of modern clones out of Bordeaux. These are the Bordeaux is the the heartbeat of Cabernets, where it's all the great role models of the world historically for Cabernet are from Bordeaux. Now that's changed over time with California, Australia. You've introduced these new clones, and the Peccavi Cabernet is now pretty well fully
correct.
These clones now.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
But tell me then, let's go back to this one. Tell me the story of this one, which is called the Old Vines.
Yeah,
the Old Vines. Old Block.
Old Block.
Old
yeah,
Block,
Old
I'm
block.
sorry.
No,
The light is dim.
the light is getting,
it's almost
getting
night.
down.
The Old Block, Cabernet Sauvignon, this is the 2020 vintage we've
Correct.
got in front of us here. So the story here.
I wanted to see what it was like to go back to making wine with these old vines. So what I've been doing the last few years is selling the grapes to other people, just because we had enough from the Bordeaux. But as we were getting bigger, I wanted to sort of go back and then see whether we can start blending, see what it is, or how it's all going to work. And so we've gone back to the old vines, and yeah, it's looking pretty good. And so it's like now all of a sudden we're like, okay, we're looking at it. So we've then been looking at how to blend, what to blend, or things like this, and that's what we're working on now. So this was So it might be we do a standalone Old Block, and we keep them separate. I don't know at the moment, but because the blend is looking very good as well. So it's something for the future. It might be on a year. We look at it each time.
Make the decision before bottling and do some lab blends and see what you think. But I have to say, I mean, this is taking me back 15 years.
Yeah,
these are the smells, the tastes. It's classic Cabernet. It's that cigar boxy oak, classic black currant, cedary, cigar boxy. There's some dried herbs you come through with these older clones. The palate, I remember tasting this with you July last year. It was a little bit chunky, a little bit blocky. It wasn't quite.
It's big wine. I think it needs time.
It is just settling down now into itself, and it's easing back, and it has tremendous structure and drive. And I just think, and it's become more pristine and more pure. I think more translucent.
Yeah, I think the time of the bottle has really helped it.
So, wow, that is a serious wine. Please go check it out at Oliver's Wines. You'll see what we think of it. What an astonishing thing. And Jeremy, there are very few people in Australia or in the world who are taking the kind of approach to your brand as you are. You're going, well, we've done this, we've gone forward, but hey, let's not forget where we came from. And let's even just put that up. I can't think of an instance with clones where that's ever happened before. I'm sure it has, but I just can't think of it. I don't know. So I just want to say very well done, very brave, but the result always is in the bottle and in the glass, and that is truly exceptional. So we'll see you at Oliver's Wines shortly.